So today I'm here with Escape the Fate, or like not all the crew, but you two. And you're actually one of my favorite metalcore bands from when I was younger. So.
Metalcore?
Yeah, so I'm
okay with
pretty
that.
excited to meet you.
Wow. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Can we do it officially?
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
Robert. It's very nice
Hi,
to meet
I'm
you.
Sally.
Thrasher.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Let's get some talk.
Right here.
Huh?
That thing should be like right here.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
could you like try to
Right there.
talk?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the microphone. Hi, everyone out there.
So it's been quite a while since your first record came out, and your sixth record is about to be published on March 30th, right?
Correct.
No,
March 30th.
February
is-
16th.
Yeah. So
One way or another. February 16th.
was
Well,
it like
anyways, we don't really know when it's coming out. We thought it was February 16th, but the label pushed it
Yeah,
to March
yeah.
30th.
Okay.
But regardless, you can go on to pledgemusic.com and pre-order it this very second,
Nice.
It's true.
right now.
Anyway, it will be out soon. So, how did you and your music change since then? Because it's obviously been a while since you guys been together.
Yeah. Well, it's constantly evolving, and I think that it changes with, well, we're all songwriters, so it's like when we're writing songs, we'll write a song depending on our life circumstances or what's going on in our lives and how we feel. And we try to write from our hearts and try to draw from personal experiences. So depending on how the year's been when you're writing a record, I think that's how, the album will kind of shape itself.
So, how has the last year been? Or like, I don't know how long you took to write this album.
Oh, it took
There was a lot of bummer songs on this record.
a lot of sad songs on the record.
Yeah, I mean 2017 was kind of a shit year.
Yeah, it was kind of a shit
It was
year,
kind of shit year
right?
for everyone. So
Yeah.
that's just.
I remember everyone was
that's
like
okay.
just stoked to get into 2018. Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely like approached a lot of different subjects, though, as we always do. Like you said, it's every song kind of has its own experience, its own story, and its own sound. And there's different styles. There's things where we still enjoy a crazy night out once in a while, and there's songs about that, and there's songs, like my personal favorite's "I Am Human," the title track, because it just kind of summarizes everything and all the emotions and sort of puts a stamp on it that just says, you know what, I'm all of this shit, and it's just who I am, and you're just like me, so I'm human,
Yeah, I like this song too. I mean, it's about accepting your flaws and stuff.
Totally.
Do you have like any tips on how to be more yourself and to just accept who you are?
Listen
No.
to "I Am Human." I think just people will say certain things to try to bring you down, and you just have to remember at the end of the day, it's like you're a special, unique person. As cheesy as that may sound, but like we're all unique, and that's that. It's like live your best life.
That's something I actually struggle with a lot. My friend Dave, who does sound for us, actually we've had some late night talks, and he tells me, Robert, you're too hard on yourself, mate. And I'm like, it's something I struggle with a lot. Like I sometimes feel like I am too hard on myself. I try too hard, and then I throw the balance way off, and then I'm too like lackadaisical, and I don't try hard enough, and then I end up messing up, and then I like go extreme, and it's always extremes with me. So I've tried to somehow restore that scale to balance, and it's not easy. And that's kind of like the point of having that artwork and that record, is to try to figure out how to balance it. So if I could answer that question, I would someone out there probably knows the answer, and then I'd like to hear it, because I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's something everyone kind of struggles with.
Yeah.
So. I already had the chance to listen to your new record, and it's pretty rough and honest, and I like it.
This is the whole thing, all 14 songs.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, that's sick.
Holy crap.
So is there like one general message that your record is presenting?
Would say not necessarily, because each song is a piece of the story of the entire record as a whole. So in order to get the whole thing, like you've done already, you have to listen to every song, because it's very dynamic and diverse, and we all have a lot of different musical interests and tastes. And, you know, one day you want to write like a crazy metal song with tons of riffs and guitar solos, and the next second you want to write, you know, kind of a different like hip hop style song with like 808 drums and programming and big gang vocals, and then the next day you want to write an acoustic song.
Dude, it's like seriously.
And draw from your personal, you know, experiences.
Whenever I at the time it made sense in my head, and whenever I think back to when we were making this record, I look at myself, I'm like, how the fuck do these guys continue being a band with me? I'm a crazy person. Like, literally, I walked in, we're gonna be a thrash metal band now. And then the next day, I'm like writing an emo pop punk song. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and these guys probably just think, oh, he's out of his fucking mind. And, you know, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you just kind of do your own thing. There's a lot of different messages, and it's all just part of being a human being, you know?
Yeah, the great thing is you can be all of it. So you
Yeah.
don't have to be one thing.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It's like when you're writing a record, you're almost reverse engineering the whole thing, because like you're writing these songs and it's almost like they're coming to you, and then by the end you listen to the record in a whole and you think it's all over the place, but like for this record I think we really honed in, you know, a sound, and I think that is what the band's always like tried to kind of do, is make an album that sounds like, okay, when you listen to a song
It's
from
like
I Am
one
Human,
band.
it sounds like that's the song from I Am Human, you know, and it sounds like a cohesive piece of work.
Nice. So I also prepared the famous Google Translator challenge for you guys.
I love that thing. I just
Yeah.
discovered it.
Yeah, so I took some of your songs and put them through like 20 different languages and then retranslate them back to English. And
That's
yeah,
tight.
the lyrics kind of changed. So let's see if you guys can guess which song it is.
Oh, this is
I-
cool.
I'm-
I like this.
Both.
Okay.
This is not just off the newest record.
No, it's not. It's all from all of your records.
That's our
Wow.
one clue.
So I mean, there are some keywords that you probably will recognize. So I'm
Okay.
gonna start with just some.
Whoever answers first is gonna win, right?
Of
Or
course.
is that part of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's you versus me.
Oh, wow.
So-
Well, I mean, you already know, though.
That's the point. So.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I hope you can't read. Yeah, no, you can't.
Scared.
So, the first lines are: if you are infected in the last 5 years, how do you think he was killed? When the tears freeze, when do you believe
this
it?
This is from Not Good Enough for Truth and Cliche. It's
Yeah.
another song, yeah. I
Nice.
can't remember the original lyric though.
Well, yeah,
How does
the
it feel when tears freeze? When
Yeah.
you cry? And I can't remember.
exactly, yeah. And then it would be like the translated version, like Venus' blood is 20 years from the blood in your veins is 20 below. So yeah, great,
Damn.
nice.
That's cool.
You got this one.
That's odd.
So, okay, let's try this one. Depression is common. I hate friends because they are like me. A special girl holds her arms and hangs her head. He said, everything. When you're with me, you will always come back.
Holy shit.
So the last sentence
Can we
is the one
guess?
that is like the nearest to the original.
Craig, any
See
ideas?
the last one?
The last sentence is, when you're with me, you will always come back. It's pretty close to the original.
Craig has no idea. I want to say.
Say it's Gorgeous Nightmare.
No, it's not.
I can almost guarantee it's not one of my songs.
Okay,
Oh,
But I know it.
I can read you some other lines, like some other wrong lines. What confusion is occurring? Of course, it never happened. I like what you like. Come to me. Go to where you live. Keep high
That's the
and
situation.
yes.
All right.
You didn't do any of the from the last three.
Yeah. Do you want one of the latest records?
Yeah.
Something that was
Alright.
like us on it.
So this just would have been this water. Okay.
She's old school, dude.
Yeah.
She's old school.
You are old school.
I
That's
also like
cool.
your stuff. Okay. So what about this?
Not wearing shoes.
Last time I was sad, I cannot sleep here. I remember spending each night. I can hear all the words that tell me, for me, in my heart.
This is Broken Heart.
I
It is.
remember.
You guys are good. Okay, let's try this one. Did you start a war or saw an uprising? Stay calm to avoid burns. I hate you. You cannot let me go. You will not change. I cannot hold it. I'll take it. I'll hit it. Of course we are for the money. 2-2.
One for the money. One.
Yeah.
That's a horrible translation.
Yeah, I really I tried to use as many languages as I could.
That's fucking really bad.
I even used Latin.
Wow.
You're able to translate stuff into Latin, so.
That's cool.
Okay, one last track. Repeat the list of elections. Before a shot, all of you. I will take away all my money and everything else.
Empire.
Yeah.
Dang.
The next lines
Let's hear it.
would be, the moon is not bright. I will never see a sunny day. I smell until I'm blind. Drinking becomes blind. Absolutely makes sense, right?
Very good.
That one was the easiest to decipher, but only because it's big key words.
Yeah.
But wow, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, there were some songs I couldn't use because there were too obvious keywords.
Yeah, One for Money is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
That was bad.
But you did great. Nice. It would be a shame if you don't know your own songs, but
Yeah, I would.
maybe you should try use Google Translator for future songs because
Maybe we could turn those songs into new songs.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, see, I listen to a lot of Spanish music.
Yeah?
I listen to Vicente Fernandez, and sometimes, because I understand Spanish, I speak Spanish, but not very well. And so, to me, it helped me learn a lot more Spanish, too, in depth, proper Spanish, because mine's pretty ghetto. And he's, the way he says things and has, this poetry about the lyrics is fucking phenomenal. And I wish, our songs could somehow mean that, to when someone translates it. They could see it, how it's written, not just what it means, but how it's poetically bounces and flows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish they could get that too, but maybe they do. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned English to just listen to songs and actually translating them, by myself, back when there wasn't Google Translate, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and
very much.
good luck for your new record. I'm excited how it will turn out in the charts. And
You've heard the whole thing.
yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
That makes me nervous.
My parents haven't even heard this.
How many people have heard it that might be able to leak it? Craig?
What's up?
She's heard the whole record.
You're still on camera, Robert. So you're incriminating yourself.
So we don't know.
She could have been sent by Rose.
It might leak because so many people have heard the whole thing. It could be released from anywhere.
It's true.
It's
You should release it out here.
It's a big responsibility.
Yeah,
You should leak it.
No, I won't.
you should.
Nah.
Just do it.
Nah.
Do it.
Leak it on the 16th.
Yeah. On the 16th. All right, cool.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So yeah, just
What's
pose
up?
for the camera for a thumbnail.
We love you. Come to a show soon.
Great.